our taco tournament. All right, and we are starting with Barbacoa. So we are back at Chicago Supermarket here to get their delicious Barbacoa tacos. I'm Rick again. Carrie's here. Michelle's here. Jennifer came just because she wanted a taco, and Adrian's running the camera again. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and get started here. Carrie, go ahead.
I'm not waiting.
Carrie's not gonna wait. She's just gonna grab her taco.
All right.
I can't wait to eat my second one.
Very good.
This is so good.
The hot tortilla makes all the difference.
Very simple toppings. I like that.
Just as greasy as last time.
I don't know if the flavor's there though. I hate to say it, because I have long awaited the return of this taco.
I think it's not as like goaty as I remember. Well, that's what it, or barbacoa.
I like cilantro.
But
That's very basic. A lot of meat.
A lot of meat.
Yeah. For $1.50.
Very good.
I mean, you always hear that you're supposed to cook the tortilla, like fry it a little bit before you eat it, and now I think they're kind of proving it right now.
I would say it is missing a little salt.
A little salt. Barbacoa tacos. Which sauce you want?
I don't want any sauce yet.
Okay.
Should
Take
try,
a few bites without it.
you should try the green one.
It's probably spicy. Very good. Much more flavorful than the last
Yeah,
one.
these are what Supermercado should have been today.
They smell good. They smell a lot better.
That's
more
more.
flavorful.
That's the goat flavor that I was expecting from the Chicago Supermercado. But it's really, really hot.
The tortilla's not as good though.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
I think the tortilla before had a little more texture,
Had a little
which
crunch.
kind of, yeah.
Whereas this one is a little just soggy.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Just heat it up.
I'm already so torn.
Don't worry, I'm just draining my taco. This is from Bone Garden Cantina. This is another. They just straight up say goat taco. There's not even any fancy words for it like barbacoa. It's just goat. Okay. We've had a small change of venue, small change of outfits. No big deal. Don't ask about it. All right.
I love avocado.
Mm-hmm.
It goes perfectly with it.
Mine just pooped out avocado.
I'm not sure if it's grease draining or
sauce. No, you can see through the paper towel.
It's definitely got more in the toppings department because it has the avocado. But I'm not sure I like the meat quite as much.
I think the toppings are making up for the meat
Mm-hmm.
for me.
I think this taco had a little more goat flavor than one of the tacos we had.
All right, so we've had 3 tacos from our barbacoa round. They were very delicious, of course. That's to be expected. They won. So now we're going to give you our judgments. So some of us maybe had a little scientific method. Some of us are literally going with their gut. So let's see what everybody had to say.
I am literally voting with my gut. I decided to scrap the scientific method, and ultimately it came down to, if I had to get in the car right now and go eat a taco, which taco am I going to go eat? So that means on Rick's official scientific scale, it came down to the wow factor. And out of the 3 tacos we had, there was only one that had a wow factor for me. So my vote goes to the Supermercado Chicago, because nothing beats those crispy corn tortillas. The meat might not have been as flavorful, but the corn tortilla is that wow factor that made up for everything.
I, like Carrie, decided that the wow factor was going to be the most important one, and although I did like the Chicago one, I'm actually going to go with number 3 because the toppings, the avocado, sent it over the top for me, and unlike any of the other ones that didn't have that. I did miss a little bit of the texture from it, but I think that the avocado sent it over the edge. So.
Okay, so as you can see, I actually tried the scientific method thing. It did not work. I was not happy. So then I came down to...
I don't like this data.
I don't like my data. This is messed up. So I decided the question, which one would I want to go eat again? And I did narrow it down to 2, and it is... I'm going to split the tie, and I went with the Supermercado Chicago taco. I'll forgive them this time that the meat wasn't as great as it was the first time, but just all the other elements, just like, they were pristine. So, for me, it is the Chicago Supermercado taco.
All right, so I went with my scientific method and I stuck with what I had. And, you know, there's a tie right now and I could possibly cause our first tie to ever happen. So, you know, what it came down to me this time was tortilla. And because, you know, the meat was all pretty good. Certain things like toppings, there wasn't too much we could talk about with toppings because 2 of them had the same thing. Then the other one had avocado, which is better. Okay, but this time I'm going to go with taco tea. I thought taco tea was the best simply because their tortilla had more texture to it. The other one was, you know, it was a good tortilla, it really was, but I really felt that it was missing texture, and I have found that texture has a lot of meaning to me. It means so much to me. No, I find texture to be a really important part of the taco, and so I think this time I picked taco tea, but it doesn't matter. Adrian, Carrie keeps her shirt going.
Taco tea get the lowest numbers?
That's because
are those your highest?
Yes, so the lowest number wins.
I gotcha.
This time, Chicago Supermercado, probably as expected, is going to make it into our final 4 tacos. So if you're looking for the best barbacoa taco in Atlanta, Chicago Supermercado is where you want to go.
Here we go.
The avocado on my finger makes it look like I have a booger on me.
Booger and poop said in one round.
Yeah.
Not necessary.
One taco.
No.
Am I negatively influencing?
Mm-hmm.
And I ate it.
Scientific data.